I've been practicing orthodontics for over 25 years, and I want to share with you why I would absolutely not recommend expanders and how there's a new process that could save your child pain and time, just to name a few. So here are 5 reasons I believe you should avoid getting expanders. Number 5, can't keep it clean. It's extremely difficult. Just imagine, or just go back to the time when you had braces or an expander, it was just always a struggle. Number 4, diet restriction. Nothing chewy, sticky, or hard. And I'm not only talking about hard candy, but I'm also talking about carrots, celery, apples. So that's not fun. Number 3, an emergency. So if it breaks, if it comes loose, whatever it is, you have to go back into the office and you have to see the orthodontist to get it repaired. Number 2 is pain. It's 5 times as painful as braces. So braces being 50 to 100 grams of force needed to move the teeth, and an expander for orthopedic force needs 400 to 600 grams of force. So it's painful. And the number 1 reason is how long this can take. With a traditional way, you're looking at a treatment of 12 to 18 months. And I'm always searching for a better way. What innovation is out there that's game-changing and can solve these problems? We were able to do something completely different that solved all 5 of the problems with expanders. Alexander's mother, Cassandra, was frustrated. His teeth were not growing in, and the dentist told her he would need jaw surgery if an orthodontist didn't intervene. When I met Alexander, he was wearing this crazy Hawaiian shirt that I immediately connected with. He was super shy, had thick rimmed glasses, but I knew he was truly outgoing. He just needed to fix his smile. He would come out of his shell. So Alexander's jaw was so narrow, it fit completely into his lower jaw. So his upper jaw, instead of being on the outside, was completely on the inside. And being so narrow, there's no room for the teeth to grow in. So that was the reason his baby teeth could not fall out and his adult teeth were not growing in. Because the upper jaw was so narrow, it was restricting everything, smushing everything together. And there was no way anything was going to change on its own, and there was no way any adult teeth were going to grow in since they didn't have space. So it was almost like a traffic jam of teeth. But Alexander's struggle is one of many types of issues I've seen. I want you to be able to spot a potential issue before it gets serious. So I put together a free guide to the 13 most frequent problems I see with some easy steps to avoid them from developing. You can get them at the description below. Let me encourage you, don't procrastinate if you see these signs, because the longer you wait, the more it's going to cost you down the line and the more painful it is. Now, I remember talking with Cassandra, asking if she'd be comfortable trying something different for Alexander. I said, I'd like to try Invisalign. The expression I got in return was definitely confusion. Like, how is Invisalign going to solve this? This is Invisalign First. And this is the model of a 7-year-old. So you see a good mix of adult teeth and baby teeth. I'm going to show you. Okay.
We're keeping that in.
We're keeping that.
We're 100% keeping that.
So with Invisalign First, I'm going to explain to you how it solves the 5 issues with expanders. Let's compare the old way versus Invisalign First. And starting with one of the most important things to parents, how to keep it clean. So in order for you to keep this clean, you'd have to go underneath and clean underneath, but it's very difficult. Your teeth are completely covered. So you can only clean the teeth and the gums that are available. Whatever's under here, you won't be able to. Now with Invisalign First, you just have to pop off the aligner, clean, floss. When you're done, put the aligner back in. So it makes it super convenient and easy for your kid to have proper oral hygiene, floss and brush properly. Second one is breakage. So once this breaks and it comes off and it's hanging down on one side, you have to go to the orthodontist to fix this. Here, we're going to give you a box of aligners. So you wear those for 1 week. And every time you're done with your week, you put it to the side and you just move to the next one. So if you lose them, if you lose a set, not a problem, just go to the next one. If your dog eats a set, not a problem, just go to the next one. Just keep moving forward because you're only wearing these aligners for 1 week each. You know how hard it was for the mother to find the hole with a key and to do those turns on a daily basis or even a weekly basis. So you don't have to worry about that anymore because each aligner has some movement into it. So this aligner, what it does, it expands a little bit every week with a constant force, and you don't have to worry about having a key to do the turns because the aligner itself, the plastic itself, is doing that for you. My next point is diet restrictions. When you have an old school appliance, you have to watch your diet. Nothing chewy, sticky, or hard. Not even healthy things like apples or carrots. So you have to be very careful. And restricting a diet on a growing child is not the best idea in my opinion. So here, there are no restrictions. You just take off the aligner. The kid can eat anything they want. When they're done, brush your teeth, put the aligner back in, and that's it. Eating difficulties are a huge problem with the bonded expanders. If you take this expander, glue it into the mouth, and then try to eat with it, as you see, the chewing surface is already covered by plastic. So this is really gonna make it difficult for your child to eat properly and to get the nutrition that it needs. Instead, with aligners, they completely come off. You have a meal. When you're done, brush those teeth and put them right back in. So there are no eating difficulties. And the kid is using his own teeth, a full set of teeth, to properly chew and get the nourishment that he needs. Invisalign is 5 times less painful. And how is that possible? Because it's a very gentle force of 5 to 10 grams instead of the 400 to 600 grams of orthopedic force from an expander or from a widener. So you're comparing 400 to 600 grams to 5 to 10 grams. The beauty about Invisalign First is that it works in all 3 dimensions at the same time. If you're using the traditional or old method of fixing jaw problems in the age range of 6 to 9, you have to fix an overbite, then you have to fix this dimension, then you have to fix this dimension. So those are 3 dimensions that sometimes you can't fix at the same time. So you'll need 6 months to fix the overbite. You need another 6 months to fix the widening, the narrow jaw. You need another 6 months to fix this bite here. But Invisalign First is able to do all 3 at the same time. So instead of 18 months, you can get done in 6 months. It reduces it drastically. Check out the before and after, only after 6 months. After 6 months of treatment, his attitude completely changed. He was so confident. And I'm going to show you a picture of him sitting in the dental chair, just hanging out with his hands behind his head, wearing his sunglasses and wearing a different Hawaiian shirt, a red one. And that took me back to the first picture, and I compared that blue Hawaiian shirt the first day I saw him to 6 months later with a red Hawaiian shirt, and he was a completely different person. I did 30 test cases in 6 months with incredible results. It has yet to take off with mainstream orthodontists because the technology was released right before the pandemic and the world is still catching up. I put together a resource of all the benefits and examples of how this is used to transform children's smiles without the pain and struggle of the old way. You can check that out in the description of this video. I know this sounds bold, but I believe it. If you want to waste time and pay more, then use the outdated expander. I'm so passionate about this new process using Invisalign because I've experienced firsthand how this has helped so many children. It's the future, and I'm so thankful I get to do what I do. Another big mistake I unfortunately see people making is getting headgear or face masks for their child. Check out this video to find out that's a horrible idea. I leave you with this verse, Joshua 1:9. God bless you all.